Join me as we take a ride around Lathrop State Park in Colorado on an Lectric XP long range. This is located in Walsenburg, Colorado. You've already seen some of my other videos. I've been here before. This is a build that I did on my 2007 Chevrolet Avalanche. And there's really not much to it to really explain. I've already pulled it off there. It was a test. I still have it. It's in my garage. I just don't need it. I just want to see if I could, and I can. And I can tell you what, I could make a much better one on just a regular truck. An Avalanche, if you don't know anything about it, I don't want to go on everything about it. It's a little more difficult to put anything on the back, just how it's made, the curves and everything like that, versus a traditional truck, which is boxy and a lot easier to do. Anyway, the main reason for this video is, well, let's go take a ride. This is the campgrounds. My GoPro is mounted on my helmet, so if you see me leaning down or anything like that, it's actually on the helmet this time. We're riding around. It's a great day. It's beautiful out here. Lathrop is not my favorite state park. The reason I come to Lathrop is because its proximity to Alamosa, Crestone, different places like that I like to go to in southern Colorado. But the reality of it is, I try and spend most of my day away from Lathrop, and it's not that it's an ugly state park. It's not that by any means. My issue is when I'm in the park itself, it's just not big enough for me. So I'm on my e-bike. I can ride around Lathrop pretty fast on my e-bike. Now, if I was more of a fisherman and stuff like that, that's a different story. But I'm not. I have my fishing license for the year, and you know, I have my fishing pole that I haven't even used this year, but I'm just not that big on that. I'd rather ride my bike and stuff. So if I'm here too early, or like I come back too early, it gets kind of boring to me, to be honest with you. Versus the reason I go to Pueblo State Park, one, it's closer to me, but the main reason when I go there to test stuff is I can't really get bored at Lake Pueblo, because I can literally hop on the trail, and the trail will take me all the way into Pueblo or Pueblo West. I can ride all the way into downtown along the Riverwalk. Here, you can only ride around so many times. You're like, okay, yeah, that was real great. I can count all the bathrooms now and where the showers are and stuff like that. And I'm not knocking it, because people go to state parks for different reasons. It's just not my favorite in that. And it's not just if there's a couple of state parks like this that are about this size that aren't that interesting to me like that. It's just about their location. Another one, one that's like Pueblo State Park to me that I like is Boyd Lake State Park. And the reason I like it is the same thing as Pueblo. You can hop on the trail and take it into downtown, what is it there? Loveland. And Loveland's got a cute little downtown and stuff, so you can just ride into downtown and stuff and get a bite to eat, you know. So we're riding around. I just wanted to show it to you, and don't let me scare you off from going here or anything like it. No, it's great, especially if you fish and stuff like that. It's proximity to all the different stuff, the sand dunes, you know, things like that. It's all there. I wasn't planning on staying here. It's just how it happened. Will I stay here again? Of course, I always do, because there's also towns around this area I like to see as well. And, you know, spending $36 for a plug-in site, and this time I didn't. I just got a regular old one without plug-in, because I had my power bank with me. And the camper build I put on the back of it that I was sleeping in didn't have any power anyway, like to it, so it didn't make any sense to spend. So it wasn't even 36. I think I spent 25, 26, whatever it cost for a primitive site. And that was pretty easy. The Lectric XP, I have a spare battery I'm carrying with me on this ride. I have no idea why. I do not need an extra battery for this. It's just extra weight I'm carrying around on besides me. But anyway, I'll leave a link though for that the rear rack bag I use. It's one of my favorite bags to use, because it's set up to put an extra battery in, and I really do like that. That bag will be on my e-bike when I take it to my West Coast trip as well. Like I said, we're just riding. It's a nice day for now. Later on, it would rain, which would test my camper build. And my camper build did pretty well under the rain and stuff. The main issue with it, like I said, with the Chevrolet Avalanche, is that it's curvy. It's not a true truck. It's really a Suburban with the back cut off. It's made like a pickup. To be made like a pickup and stuff, but it's very curvy, so it's not like a box. So what I did learn from it is if I had a truck, I could have made it much faster, and I could have made it so much better on just a traditional boxy truck like a F-150 or a Chevrolet 1500 or whatever, Titan or whatever. But anyway, it was a good learning experience. I enjoyed making it. I spent $1,000 on wood and everything doing it. I still have it, guys. It's in my garage. Actually, I just pulled it off. I don't need to carry it around everywhere. And I also live in an HOA, and someone probably try and snitch and say, "Oh, he has a camper on his truck." So I just took it off and put it in the garage for now, anyway, till I figure out what I'm doing. Um, so as you can see right now, it's really nice here. There was lots of people out at the water and everything like that. The bugs were they were okay. They weren't super bad, but I also used these citronella incense that really knocked them off. And I first got there, they were kind of bad, but I started lighting those when I was at my camping site, and no problems. As far as Lectric XP goes, it did fine. Let's talk about it real quick. When I get back from my West Coast trip, I'm probably selling my Lectric XP 3.0 with a spare battery. And the reason being, it's not that I don't like it or anything like that. I think if I go with another electric, I'm going to go with the light. So the reason being is I want a lighter bike to put in and out of my SUV or my truck or whatever I'm driving. And the reality of it is that this bike is 70 some pounds. It's a chunk. They're not getting any lighter, it seems, some of these bikes. So the Lectric XP Lite is more like 40 some pounds. So that's more interesting to me to have a 40 some pound e-bike. I don't need it going 30 miles an hour. 20 miles is great for me for what I do. Yes, do I ride this sometimes at 30 miles an hour or close to it? I do. But you know what? Before I figured out how to unlock them, I was having a blast riding around at 20. And I'll take 20 miles an hour in a 40 some pound bike versus 30 miles an hour in a supposedly folding bike that weighs like 70 some pounds, and you're tearing it up or you're scratching it and you're doing all this because it's heavier, and you're trying to lift it into an SUV or a truck. Because I'm not going to have it on my hitch, like a hitch carrier, because sometimes when I go to places, I don't want people seeing everything I have. You guys know what I mean on that. So I'm looking at Lectric XP Lite, but I'm also looking at other brands as well. I'm not always sold on Lectric XP. I don't think they're the best thing since sliced bread. I just think they're convenient. If someone else has something else that's in a 20-inch rim at least, I'll go with it too, and it's light. As long as it's like 50 pounds or less and it has a pretty strong motor, I'm okay with it. But no, I am looking at it, but I'm also looking at some other bikes. I thought I'd get a bike like I got my wife, the Rad Rover. I really love that bike. I think it's beautiful, 26-inch fat tires, all that stuff. But the reality of it is I don't want to lift that bike, and it doesn't fold. It's a carrier style bike, and there's nothing wrong with that. If we had a true RV, oh man, we'd have those bikes on the back guaranteed. Just because they're right there, we would definitely have those, but we don't right now. The Lectric XP XP 3.0. It took me on many adventures. I have had a blast. I've ridden this thing around Seattle, parts of Oregon, Garibaldi, you name it. I've taken that bike on many road trips. I changed the tires. I'll put a link in some of the tires I bought. I don't think I did the last time because I didn't record it. But I'll leave a link for the tires I bought, and they've been holding up fine. What I've learned when I go on my trip, I will have a couple extra tire tubes with me in case I get a flat. But yeah, no, they've been great. I'm still on my original brake pads. They don't squeak that much, and the quality is definitely better than my old Lectric XP 1.0. Bike I'm also interested in. I'm watching Rad Power Bikes just to check them and see. As well, I don't think they have anything light enough for me to interest me, but they make some good bikes too. Like I said, we have a Rad Rover Plus 6, and that's, my wife loves that bike. I got to fix the tire on it. She got a flat, of course, and it's always the rear they get flats on, the hardest tire, not the easy tire, the hard tire. So when I get a chance, I'll fix that flat and put a new tube in and repair the old one. I always put a new tube in and just repair the old one and have it as a backup, type of thing. So I'll do that next time I'm off. It shouldn't be too hard, except for it's just a bigger rim than the last one I did, which was a Lectric XP Lite. Would I recommend Lathrop State Park? Yes, come out here, especially if you don't get out a lot. You'll like it. I just travel a lot. I would like the proximity of everything. I'll leave some links in the description for this. Go check out Lathrop State Park. Go check out wherever you're at. There's many amazing places to go check out in this country and the world. Anyway, this is Frugal Panda. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.